GPS every now and then and read it. Joshua was told, this is your life. It's your bread. It's better than South Carolina grits with a lot of butter. They were really good. I want some more. We're told in the scripture that we're not to quit reading it. You're to eat it, to meditate on it. It is your bread, the bread of life. Don't depart from it. Meditate on it. Obey it. Remember it. Hide it in your heart. Make it the foundation of your life. I wish you could come to my house up in that undisclosed location in Waxhaw, North Carolina. We put scripture in rooms to remind us that that house belongs to God. Regardless of what happens to us or the house, a reminder that God is there with us. It's His Word. His Word, which is our counselor, our career counselor, our drill sergeant, if you will, the one who encourages our heart and soul when human words can't. Dr. Jeff Orge is president of Gateway Seminary out in Ontario, California. A preacher, great speaker, orator. He developed cancer in his larynx. He began to lose his voice, which was his profession. Can you imagine a preacher that can't preach? The doctor told him that we really need to take this cancer off. That the only problem is you may lose your voice forever. But it's the risk, because if you don't get the cancer out, then it's going to spread to your body. So he went into the surgery, and he came out of the surgery and got all the cancer. The only problem was, after he came out from this surgery, his body was paralyzed. Couldn't move. Couldn't speak. And he said, the doctor finally said, the medication is going to wear off in the morning. We believe it's going to wear off in 8 or 9 hours. But for 8 or 9 hours, he lived and he lay in hell because he couldn't vocalize what he was trying to say. He couldn't write. He was just there. Now, this man has memorized lots of scripture. But those 8 hours through that night, he could only remember one scripture. Weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. And he said all he could think of all night long was, Lord, be with me through this night. And I'm looking for joy in the morning. And God blessed that prayer and encouraged him. And every time I hear him speak, my soul is strengthened. And he had hid that many verses in his heart. But the one that he needed at that exact moment came to fruition and gave him encouragement. It reminded him that God will fulfill every promise. God does not lie like we do. All of his promises are true. Finally. Okay. If you want to be courageous in spirit and lead these troops,